All right, we ready.
How close is my gift?
You ain't gotta be
All right, cool.
Okay, we back. We Need Answers podcast today. Quarantine. We still in quarantine. We still going through that. Trying to get out. But in the meantime, like I say every time, use this podcast to get through that shit when you got free time. That's all we got right now. So today we got Giselle and we got Che. Make sure you say Che, it's not Shay. We got Che. And we got this we still going at it on the title for this one, but we came apart with this podcast because Che and Giselle had Instagram live going on for 2 weeks in a row?
Yeah, about 2 weeks.
Very interesting live, very informal. I know for the people who did hear it, didn't hear it, or if not, it's gone. So I pitched the idea to do it on the show so they can have something to live on even afterwards, after we finished. So explain how y'all came up with the live. What made y'all say, fuck it, let's go live? What y'all
Okay, you can answer that question, Giselle.
It was just kind of like the spur of the moment. It was random.
It was very random.
Due to quarantining in the house, bored, just trying to have fun, keep ourselves busy.
It was her idea.
Oh, okay.
She's like, what you gonna live?
It was my idea because I think a lot of times, like especially with people I follow, I don't necessarily click on their live, or when I go on their live, I'll just go on and then go off because it's just not interesting. So I just wanted us to have fun, do something sexy, something that people are afraid to talk about.
Right.
Yeah.
So
we wanted to be transparent.
Yeah.
Right.
Y'all were. It was very interesting. For those who missed it, I suggested y'all start your own if y'all, this y'all first time, but I think
that
y'all
and we're considering.
We'll see after this. But do y'all feel like the responses? What was the response that y'all got from it?
They loved it. We had very few negative responses, which we just didn't see in mind. But for the most part, everyone they loved it. They were engaging. So.
Yeah, I seen some of the negative comments you had. You was paying attention to it. You should ignore that shit.
I did. I didn't respond to it.
We just thought it was funny.
Yeah.
I was gonna say.
We didn't feed into it.
Yeah,
we just thought it was funny.
If people don't have nothing to say, then they ain't special. People always want to have something to say.
Do you think I was on television?
No, we was.
No, not like that. But I'm saying like when somebody was saying what y'all seen, you like responding to them, or even don't give them no shine. Fuck that.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah. I think it was just kind of like weird because I think that was probably the second time we did it, and then people was loving it, and we had like no type of negativity out of the blue. Like we 30 minutes in, and then we just get some big pages,
and I'm like, okay,
crazy.
So explain what it was about when y'all went on. What was the topics on?
So we started off with just talking about like relationships, and then we, kind of turned it up a little bit once we started drinking. Went on to sex, and then like social media,
quarantine bag,
all that stuff. Some of the stuff I guess we're going to talk about today.
Absolutely, that's why we let the rollway right into it.
Y'all must have liked that little live.
We did, and I talked to other people that was there. They enjoyed it as well. We was looking forward to it.
So what did you like about our live?
I like the transparency. I think that, like you said, when people don't know, especially, it take a lot to see, like, when you follow somebody and you see them and they don't really do that much from with the page, as you shouldn't. I don't think you should have put that, like, this shouldn't be. Because if you do it, it's like, this is all you think about when you see that person. But when you get live, it's like, all right, well, shit, she cool. Because, there's a lot of people on there you might think not cool or stuck up with some shit, and then they do some shit. He's like, I don't even like that girl no more because of how she acted. But y'all was chill. Y'all was welcoming questions and shit like that. So
I thought so too.
Yeah, I agree, definitely.
Yeah.
So continuing on, we gonna do a little bit like what y'all was doing, a little on see. We gonna start off with a few questions, and then we gonna let it segue into some shit. So. My first question for y'all is it easier to finesse a woman on social media than it is to a man?
Absolutely.
So let me before y'all answer. When you say finesse, so I say finesse as a man on social media, you got girls, and I've seen it happen myself, you got girls that'll see a page, nigga, all they gotta do is post nice pictures, dress nice, whatever. Bam, I'm gonna slide in your DM. You might got 10 pictures. You might slide in, you like, all right, oh shit, you look nice, maybe I'll give him his number. That's it. And the whole time he ain't what he putting on this shit.
Right.
So that's a finesse. Then you got women who finesse. You might got women that sell themselves on social media, say they this, they that. Then when you get them, they completely opposite. They want to play games, play like, I ain't really, I just do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
All right, so what's y'all response to that?
I think it go both ways, honestly. I think it is easier for a man to finesse, as well as women. I think men sometimes go on social media and they think, they post jewelry, if they do the money phone.
That's corny.
Yeah, it's very corny. If they're, I guess surrounded by certain people, clout chasing, that they feel like, that attract a woman, or it may come off as if there's somebody that they're not. And a lot of women fall victim to that, just judging people off of their social media. Just like you just said, like, if you look at me and her page, you might not necessarily think, like, we would be as transparent, as open as we was on our live, but with women, I say women too, because a lot of women, they go on there, same thing. They post what they wear. They post them, traveling, doing all these things, but, reality is not even close to that once they get home and they by themselves, So from a camera and from an app, you can look like you rich. You can look like anything you want to look like. So I think it go both ways, honestly, the finessing part.
Just be yourself, basically.
Yeah, because some men, they fall victim to that. They go on a woman page and they think she's something. She look good, she dressed good, then they go to her house and she ain't no furniture.
Right.
So.
Well, they feel like they gotta come at her a certain way because of what well, that's insecurity. Well, we'll get to that.
Right.
But what you say, Shay?
I totally agree. I mean, 100%. I don't even have a comment.
Right.
I agree.
So next, my next question comes from dealing with people on, like, if you're in a relationship with dealing with somebody heavy on social media. I know back when you could see people what they like and shit, like that column that say he likes such and such picture.
Oh yeah, they took that off.
That was the worst thing they ever could have did, was have that on there.
I missed that.
No, that's for the nosy people. That's for the nosy people. But when I see that, I see, like, what I noticed when I was dealing with people there, when they look through that, it's like, you like, all you do is like girls' pictures, or you do this, you do this. And you got people that say, I don't want you commenting on people's pages because it make you look like this. Or you got people that be like, the shit now, when you can see such as, it's still like 1 or 2 people that liked it. It's like every picture I go to, you like the pictures and all that. So how y'all feel about your significant other or somebody you fucking with behavior on social media? Don't do all the comments,
I have honestly never used that feature. I don't look at what people, like and things of that nature. But if I happen to see you, double tap on a picture, I'm not going to say anything about it. I really don't even care. It's just not that deep.
Okay.
Yeah, but
that's good attitude.
Yeah, at the same time, like, it would be an indicator, like, okay, why is he up and when this girl posts like that?
Yeah.
But
red flag.
Yeah, but I don't really care.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it just all depends on if you're confident in yourself, your own insecurities. That's what the app is for. You're supposed to like pictures and comment on pictures, but just do it in a respectful way.
Don't be underneath it like hard
out. Yeah, like don't do stuff like that. Knowing
don't do too much.
Right, because I think once you start dealing with someone and you start talking with someone, there's certain things that you should know that you shouldn't do.
Okay.
So yeah, that wouldn't bother me.
Okay, more on the relationship side.
Okay.
Y'all been in several relationships, I assume.
Few.
I'm saying, a
relationships
throughout your life that make a difference.
Yeah, absolutely.
Have you felt like you ever ruined the relationship, or it was always the man's fault?
I feel like I can only speak for myself, but I'm sure I've contributed. But in terms of ruining it, no. I think I was the one. I've been in situations where I've tried to repair it, and it just didn't work. And that just it goes without saying. Sometimes that person is not compatible with you.
True.
You can't force a situation to work. As much as you love a person or you would like it to work, it just sometimes it just doesn't happen that way.
Right.
I agree. I don't think I ruined it. I contribute to it. As the old saying say, 2 wrongs don't make a right. So whatever he probably did, I probably did the same thing, to get back, or my reaction to whatever he did probably wasn't acceptable.
Oh, you tit for tat?
No, not really tit for tat, but I just think, you know, if somebody do something, especially if it affects me, you know, if it's hurtful, I'm not saying I'm gonna go and do the same thing. Yeah. But I may wanna, you know, like if you cheat on me, I may wanna fight you, you know, put you out, you know, call you all types of names. So that's why I say I contribute to it. Yeah, so those are things that you shouldn't do, you know, but
sometimes it just, you can try to communicate with the person, you know, and I don't know, I feel like with guys, and this is gonna be off subject a little bit, there's a double standard. You know, you can try to communicate how you feel to that person, and they may act like they reciprocate, but they don't, you know, because they turn around and do the same thing. You know, so I don't know. That's a tough subject.
It is.
But I wouldn't say ruin it. I wouldn't say I ruined the relationship.
I only use that word ruin because I feel like men get held to that more than women. Like as far as a relationship going south, more times it's always the man's fault. But niggas fuck up. Everybody fuck up. Ain't nobody perfect.
I don't fuck up.
Whatever. I ain't trying here. So y'all perfect.
I'm not saying I'm perfect, but if I'm into a person, then that person's gonna have my undivided attention.
So how does somebody know you into them?
I guess that could come to a time. Like I'm a very affectionate person, you know. So you don't know I'm into that. By that way, I'm just gonna I'm gonna cater to you.
Right.
You know. I'm gonna make myself available. You know, if you're concerned about something, it might be, you know, me not answering the phone. I'm turning my ring up super high, so I'm Mr. Cole. Like, you know, like
communication is key.
Yeah, reciprocation.
Yeah. Sure. You're right. You're right.
Yeah, but yeah.
So y'all saying that. Y'all are very when you're dealing with somebody, it's all about them. So what if you dating then? How does somebody know if you're into them when you're dating?
To be honest, I think that's where I go wrong because
you don't know how to turn it down. Or
when I'm dating someone and I'm really interested, I'll still give that one person my undivided attention. I don't want to do a bunch of different things, you know. Yeah. But you have to keep in mind that you're just dating. Yeah. But at the same time, you're putting all your energy into a situation, you know, and it's like. I'm your fucking girlfriend. I don't give a fuck what you say.
So you go to 1 to 10 real quick?
Not all the time, no. But it has happened.
But so when I say dating, I mean like if it's like, you know, you in a, when I say dating, I mean dating as far as like I don't take nothing. Well then how you differentiate? That's a good question. Because how you differentiate? I say you in a page where you just talking to more than one guy. Like okay, I'm a dating phase.
Well, that one guy don't get it. It's just let's date. We have a good time. Okay. And, you know, but you just gotta be super mindful about, you know, your moves and stuff like that.
Yeah, true. Hi, what's your response?
So I think when you start dating, I think it's different categories of dating without having a title on something.
It is.
I think when you meet somebody and y'all vibing, you connecting, especially when it gets intimate. Even though you don't have the commitment, the title, it's still some things, you know, that should come in place, respect levels, expectations.
Right.
Just because it's a difference. You know, we just not going to get pizza, going to the house, and then you go your way, I go my way. We're intimate, we're going home together, we're talking about us being in a relationship, you know, so I just think that, you know, it's just different categories of dating.
You gotta know when to play your, like, it's different for every situation.
It is, and when you become intimate with a person, and not just saying everybody get intimate with, you know, you're just serious, but when the connection is there, and the conversations are different, the time, you know, I'm not just going to the movies with you for 2 hours and then you drop me off. Yeah. When we're together all the time. It's
get to know me.
Right. And some things go without saying. You know, I shouldn't have to tell you to do certain things, just like you shouldn't have to tell me to do certain things. So
I mean, if you're interested in somebody, because me personally, I like to ask a lot of questions. That's how well, not just questions, but that's what made me, that's what made me want to do the podcast. Because when I'm inquisitive about certain shit, it's like, all right, let me see what's like. I be borderline. Somebody might think nosy, but I be trying to think of somebody else. Like I want to know about your background, your peoples, all that. Like we gonna get. But I like to do. And that's my next question. I like to do fun dates. Like I like to do shit like go play pool, go bowling, shit like that. Yeah. I love to eat though. Restaurant, but I'm saying like when you say go to the movies for 2 hours, because I love movies too. I'm a big movie.
Yeah, and I'm not taking from the movie.
No, I got you.
Saying,
I got you.
Like you know,
that's you can't really get to know somebody sitting in a movie theater.
True. I just feel like you should find out what that person likes initially. Because I feel like everybody initially goes on, you know, a date. Let's go. I'm gonna take you to dinner. Like, I'm like, if I like fucking ducks, take me to the fucking lake. If I like fucking fish, take me to the fucking pond. Like, you know.
So what's your idea of a perfect date?
Perfect date?
Well, a good date. We ain't gotta be specific. What's your idea of a good date?
My idea of a good date would probably be maybe like I like nature, so probably like a picnic. You know, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's
like
different.
That. Yeah, I like different stuff. I don't want to keep doing the same thing. Going to dinner it does not impress me. Yeah. I'm like, ask another question. Take me somewhere else. Get to know me. Find out what I like, and then decide. Be creative.
Right. And think outside the box.
Yeah, be creative.
Because every guy's gonna want to take you to dinner. Mm-hmm. Like, what makes you different? Yeah. Like, what did you do different?
Exactly.
Right.
You know.
So what's your idea one? Your perfect date?
I'm spontaneous.
Okay.
So I wouldn't say perfect, but something that really like get me interested in the person. If they just do stuff like randomly just text me or call me, be like, "Can you meet me here?" Like it can be in DC or let's go here. Like just random stuff. I don't like pre-planned stuff because you overthinking it. Then you gotta hurry up and get ready.
That's what we do as women. Men don't do that.
I know, but that's my idea. That's what I would want somebody to do.
Right.
I got you.
Just think outside the box and be spontaneous. And I like a person to listen. Like she said, if you know I like ducks, take me to go feed the ducks. You know what I'm saying? You liking me, you should already know some of the things that I like.
True.
So take me on a date or something that I would like to do.
But do y'all feel like saying this type of stuff, a typical nigga probably, I mean any girl, I think they would go for trying to impress first. So if you say
no, I can take my own self to dinner.
But I'm saying before a nigga like y'all can say and tell me if I'm wrong, but most of the time when y'all get with a guy first time, do he be going for the kill, like trying to impress with the date or certain shit?
No.
It's usually chill. Well, that's good. That's good.
No. Good. When you say impress, what you mean by impress?
I mean impress, like you know how niggas do. We gonna go to Ruth Chris and do this shit like that. Like or some high, or some shit, some extra shit. Just like on some, cause like you said, like your first date, you might want to go feed the ducks or some shit, but nigga ain't gonna think of, no, I ain't gonna, I gotta do something nice, stun on her a little bit type shit.
But then that's what a man can add.
I'm not saying that about myself, I'm just saying.
That was just an example.
I'm saying get to know the person,
and
then decide what ask a few questions while y'all communicating, what y'all talking about.
I agree.
And then, if you're listening, then you'll get to know what she likes, and then, make a decision based upon that.
I agree. So my next question. I had this conversation with somebody the other day about, do girls really like nice guys? Because nice guys get to show. I just see your face. I just see your face.
Oh my God.
This is the real, and I want the real deal because niggas will come try to sweep you off your feet. But at the end of the day, the girl, as a woman, they have to like you first. So you can do all the stunting and all the trying to romance you out. But do a girl, because I feel like, the nigga gotta, y'all answer this, but if a nigga comes, don't want no problems, be sweet and all that, you don't need someone be wanting a little edge to a guy, something like that. So tell me how y'all feel. Do girls really like a nice guy? Because some girls like to get, some girls like a lot of stuff that they shouldn't like when it comes to dealing with a guy.
I think that's a big issue for a lot of us women. We are attracted to the wrong type of guy. Let's just be honest about it. Why, I don't know. And I think, that is an issue. We just, I don't know.
What you think?
So we just had this conversation in the car before we got here. I honestly think it's all about the person as far as the woman and what she wants. So when you say nice guy, I'm going to ask you, what's your definition of a nice guy?
To me, it varies. So I would say,
saying like street or working guy, like those, like, not saying that they don't do the same thing, but I just think it's.
I mean nice like for like occupation. I mean nice like how they carry it. Because if you got.
That's why I wanted you to clarify.
Both. Well, answer both then. Street versus regular 9 to 5 guy. What you think?
Why? I pretty much just answered that.
What you said? You didn't say which one. You said you just don't know why.
No, I was saying I was saying that we just talked about in the car, and pretty much we agreed that we are attracted to the wrong type of men.
Okay.
Yeah. That being street guys.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's your answer too.
And the working man ain't always perfect either.
That's true.
Not at all.
No.
So,
not at all.
Like, that's why I say it just all depends on the woman and the man and what they both want. Because you may have a guy that works a 9 to 5, and he could be a total bomb or a total jerk. You get what I'm saying? And you can have a street guy who can have everything.
That's true.
But he could be a jerk and he can be rude. And they can both be cheaters.
True.
You know,
That's
so
very
it just depends on the person, both of the people, and what they want. If you meet somebody that's in the street, why they in the street, that's their business, but that doesn't define them as a person.
True.
You get what I'm saying?
True.
So they could be a street guy and they could be nice and they could do all the right things in the beginning. You know, and as you said,
Everybody
in the
always
beginning,
changed in the.
and then you can have a guy who seems like the husband material, who works the 9 to 5, who wants a family, who wants to get married, all these things, and he could be living a double lifestyle.
True.
You know, so it just depends
On the person.
The person, and you can't really say that, oh, they're nice.
I think that's the wrong term.
Yeah, nice.
Okay.
Because all men, when they want you and they're interested in you, they all come off as nice.
But I said nice. I said nice because I'm sure y'all experienced this. The one guy, like, you give a guy a chance just because, and then he just try to shower you with gifts. He just super nice, and girls don't be liking that shit sometimes. They be like,
well,
he too nice.
Well, that's why I thought you were asking from a perspective in terms of the
Career.
guy, being street guy and work guy.
But I was referring to both now, but I'm saying the guy that, you know, I've always
come off extra nice.
Yeah.
But if you come,
they finish last most of the times.
Yeah, you can come off extra nice, but don't be corny.
Yeah, I'm not that.
What's corny? What's corny to
There's
you?
no such thing as being too nice.
Okay, that's a good answer. But you can't tell me that you feel like a lot of girls do feel like that sometimes.
I would not say, oh, he's doing too much. Like, no, I would gravitate towards that.
That's good. That's good. Because you know what I mean? A lot of girls do be
I think
like
you're using, like you said, the wrong word, nice.
Okay.
I think sometimes the nice thing is defined as somebody that's just like very consistent, like with sending you the good morning, beautiful texts every morning, like. Asking you if you want lunch every day, you know, like just being like a robot.
Yeah.
You know, like that may come off as the nice guy.
Yeah, repetitive shit.
Right, but then sometimes it becomes overwhelming. You text me every morning. You text me, what you doing? Every 5 seconds. Where are we going? So I want somebody to be nice, but I don't want somebody to just be overbearing.
Just chill.
Yeah, just chill and just let it be natural and just let it flow.
Right, okay. Because it was a conversation, it was a post on Twitter or Instagram somebody had sent, like, I hate a guy that asks you, how did you sleep? That is the dumbest question ever.
I think that's a very dumb question.
And the response is like, what do you mean? I went to sleep, I had a dream.
Right.
But you know, that's how niggas be. It's like they be on the tip, like, I'm eager to just ask some shit. It sounds like some cool shit.
That's why I said, let it just be natural. Like,
I could get the craziest shit in my DM. I had a DM today, and the guy was like, hope he's not gonna see this. He was like, good morning, I really want to be your friend.
He fucked up already.
Listen.
It sounded like he fucked up already.
It was crazy, and I just thought it was just like, it just irritated me.
And that's another
they
thing.
do too much.
How you come at somebody, like your approach, you gotta make sure you nail that approach. Because if you don't nail that approach, I'm already gonna plant the seed in my head that you're horrible.
I pray you be my friend, not even talking about dating
my goodness.
A real friend one day. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
He just sold his soul over the deal.
He would have been blocked.
He's praying.
Yeah, you praying. That just sound wild.
Yeah.
So going into that, how y'all feel about DMs? Like, is there certain people that can win you over in a DM or no? No. You don't get them out on DMs? Tell her to keep it real.
I have given my number out on DM for sure. Probably, and it probably took a minute, to be honest, to very few people. Very few. I think everybody's giving them out on a DM.
Yeah.
But has it gone anywhere from a DM? Nope.
None of them?
Nope.
Wow.
Mm-mm.
So,
Nope.
So what was it about the DM that was like, I'll
Because once you
consider
start texting, you see, you know what person hit is. It's just like, all right, this is going nowhere fast.
True.
I don't even want to waste my time. I don't even want to give you my fucking number.
Do you have to know, like, a mutual person that
you know what?
Because I heard that this is important too with some people. Like, they gotta know somebody that know them. I mean, which makes sense because you want to know what's up with a person.
True, that helps, but not necessarily.
Okay.
Sometimes somebody can steer you wrong.
True.
Yeah.
Let's to both questions, Giselle.
So,
you gonna pull that way?
I'll be very honest and transparent. So I actually was in a serious relationship from a DM.
Oh wow. A love story.
Like a love story. It started from a DM. So I'm not opposed to, if somebody send you a DM and y'all get to talking. Like, I'm not like that. It's 2020. It's social media.
True.
I think you shouldn't be inviting to everyone that comes in your DM and try to talk to you. But from my past experience, just one person for the record. I was in a very serious relationship with somebody that, it started from a DM.
Okay.
And I'm the one that actually sent the DM.
Oh shit! So you shoot your shot.
Yeah. If I want something, I'm
Go
gonna go
for it. I like that. I like that. How about you, Shay?
I thought I answered that question.
About shooting your shot, you did.
Oh, I'm a very unique individual. I don't holler at guys.
Oh, okay.
No,
I hear that.
I don't. I'm just not a person. Not saying that she is. But I just don't care.
Everybody got their own styles. Everybody different. So I know one of the questions y'all did ask on y'all live was about marriage. How y'all feel about marriage? Is that a desire or no?
I think it was. I think that everybody wants the ideal marriage, ideal relationship. But if I gotta be completely honest, it ain't one man that I know. Like not one married man, not one man who's in a relationship who does not cheat. So
You don't think it's possible?
I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's very difficult, and that's not something I'm willing to even. I don't even want to waste my time with it. I don't.
So if a nigga cheat, it's done. It's over.
You might get a chance or two with me, but after a while, it don't take long. I get fed up quick.
Okay.
I get fed up.
Okay.
Yeah, I do. So, and I don't want to get married.
So you feel like you just answered the question.
Don't want to get married.
What's your take?
No. I need to move on.
So at a point in time in my life, because I have a child, that was something that I wanted more than anything. Was to have a family and to do it the right way, and
True.
To show my daughter, her mom and her dad together, married, we all have the same last names. But sometimes life just don't work like that, So marriage used to be very important to me. I used to stress it a lot. Like I want to get married, I want to have the big wedding, the dress, the whole nine. But right now, today, it's not a priority for me.
Okay. In the future, though.
I don't know. I don't know, because I do still want to have that family, but it would take a lot.
Yeah.
It would take a lot. Like I would want to go to counseling before we even get married.
As you should.
Things like that. Going to counseling and really knowing the person and being in a relationship with a person, and because you can be in a relationship with someone for years, and that person can just change. It's like,
I think the worst thing to do is to get married and then a couple years down the line, we really see what it is.
And there's a lot. It's a lot. And I know a lot of people who are married, and they tell me that they wish they even never got married, or they just wish that they would have waited. As long as they could, just like with having a child. So it's just not a priority. If I meet someone and I fall in love with them, I'm like Oprah and Stedman. I'm cool with us just being in love for 20 years, right?
No, really?
Yeah.
So I'm intrigued by your response to it. So if you feel that way, how do you progress with anybody that you deal with if you think everybody's going to cheat? Like, how do you...
Well, I give you a fair chance. I'm not a person who goes into a relationship or a situation and instantly and I don't trust them. I give you the trust, and you can take away from that.
So everybody has a clean slate.
Everybody got a clean slate.
Nobody gets flack from your old relationship.
Nope, you don't get that baggage. But I feel like I have an intuition out of this world. I should be a fucking psychic.
Yeah, she should.
I really should. So once I pick up on something, it's just like I'm completely stirred up about it, and I act accordingly.
But you might be planting a seed. That ain't really that. And then once you focus on that, it grows.
Nah.
Because you sound like you just done with... I'm to my opinion on marriage, I'm not really... That's not my... I don't think it's my goal, but I feel like if the woman that I want to be with for the rest of my life wants that, I'm willing to do it.
I'm not
but that's
opposed
not
to
my...
it. I'm just saying it's just not... It's not,
which is cool.
It's not a priority.
It's cool.
If I meet the right guy and he happens to propose to me, I'm one of the people who might say no.
Okay.
Yeah, like I'm not just going to tell you because you asked me.
Yeah.
You know, like I gotta feel like and know that you're all in and like and that I don't have to go through the same shit I went through previously in relationships.
True.
You know, so no, it'd be no.
So what is your idea of love, real love then?
Real love. Does that even exist?
I think it do, but I think people get they see. I had a situation with somebody before that when we got together, and I was dealing with this lady not lady, that sounds old, but I was dealing with this woman for a long time, and when we first got into it, she's a very loving person, like she's very emotional, affectionate, and I was like, at the beginning of our relationship, I wasn't really like that. Like, I was used to what I was used to. Like, when it's time, I show affection and shit, but I'm not like, all over you every second type of shit. That was because I was younger, but I was telling her, she felt like my idea of love wasn't love because it wasn't what she believed is love. And I was telling her, like, everybody don't love the same way. Like, you can't think that because I'm not showing you what you think it is, I don't love you. Like, I love you, but you do things totally different. That's why I say, back to what I said about, like, I try to know everything about you. Like, your upbringing got a lot to do with to me, I think your upbringing got a lot to do with your affection. Some people who don't get that experience earlier, some of them tend to be way more affectionate when they got somebody. Then you got some people that never really got that. Like, my mother ain't really, like, I hate that somebody said I be dragging on my mother on the podcast, but I wasn't being in the wrong way, but my mother wasn't very affectionate as kids with me and my brother. Like, I can't really recall her giving me hugs or saying I love you, but I knew she did.
Yeah.
But when I got older, I wasn't really like that with like high school and shit. I wasn't like that with girls. Like, I fuck with you, like.
Yeah.
But when I got older, I changed. Like, now I'm very affectionate more than I.
I don't think it for me. It didn't have anything to do with my upbringing. I didn't have very affectionate parents. I mean, they expressed their love and stuff like that. But they weren't, so give me a kiss, I love you, what you do, you know, it wasn't like that, but I am that way.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's just
that's just how you are.
It's part of who I am.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. With me, the same, like, my parents wasn't affectionate. And sometimes I can be emotional, and I'm like, why am I so emotional? Because my mother and my father, they were not emotional people. I think out of my entire life, I probably only seen my mom emotional one time, and that was the passing of my dad.
That's the same with mine, when her sister
My mother
passed.
is not an emotional person. She's not affectionate, but I am. I'm affectionate. I'm emotional. I'm sensitive. My mother is not sensitive.
Okay.
And my father wasn't either. So I don't think it has anything to do with your upbringing. I just think it's just about you and what you want, you know?
True.
Sometimes we give a lot of what we want from someone.
So what's your idea of real love?
Real love. Okay, Shay, go ahead. You answer that. Girl.
This is gonna be way too deep. It's gonna be spiritual.
Do you think? We got
it's gonna take
time.
a long time. I really don't think no one is really capable of giving you the love that God can give you. So, and that's unconditional. You know, it's called agape. You know, so unconditional love for between myself and a man, it would have to feel, in a sense, it would have to feel unconditional, you know? I don't feel like I'm capable of having that.
You real hard up.
I don't feel
You
like
real hard up, yo.
I
real hard up.
I can love, but hold on, I can love, but I don't feel like I can love unconditional. I really, really don't.
You don't think you can, or you can get it either?
I feel like I can probably get it, I don't know, but I don't think I can get love unconditional. Like once, you know how some people unconditional love is like, let's say we in a relationship, you know, you cheat on me 2 or 3 times. I love. Fuck no, bye. That's what I mean, like, and my mother, you know, my mother's been married for years, you know, and has not been in the best situation, you know, but she stayed in there because of her definition of love, and, you know, I'm not that person, like, I'm willing to leave and walk away because.
But that goes with what I'm saying, because you witness. Now that gives you a witness to what you're not going to deal with, right or wrong?
No, wrong. In a sense, I've dealt with it.
Okay.
You know, but I'm not going to tie a knot in it.
Yeah.
You know, I've dealt with that.
Because I think a lot of people get caught up in the title of marriage,
Mm-hmm.
and they think that this is what it's supposed to be.
Yeah,
but
no.
if somebody keep cheating, then they ain't happy. Apparently.
Yes.
Everyone has their own definition of love.
I'm not even saying it's impossible.
You make it sound you real hard up,
I
yo.
I feel like it's really difficult. It's not impossible.
It shouldn't be easy though.
Man, I'm not saying it should be easy either.
Right.
You know, I'm not saying it should be easy, but it shouldn't be hurtful. You know,
no, it's definitely because a lot of people feel like
you shouldn't have to. A person shouldn't have to get locked up or.
I agree.
You gotta be.
And that proves your love. No, I agree. I agree totally. I totally agree.
You should not have to prove yourself to receive that unconditional love.
I agree.
You know,
I agree. I think it do have some proving in the relationship, but it don't have to be what you like. You saying a lot of people feel like if we fight, if we go through this, we go through that.
Yeah,
but
I don't just.
That shit get old.
Bullshit.
That shit get old.
Maybe the bullshit.
That shit get old. I feel you.
And I'm not hard up. I'm just like.
Yo, what you? That's your best friend. You think she hard up? She real.
She
is. But no, but it's a reason why. Is it a reason why you're like this?
Experience.
Exactly. So I mean, I take that. But when you say it, when you carry it, I think like if a nigga. So if shit say, all right. So we talking about we was talking communication. If you shared this stuff with a guy and he gets like. He might be scared of that. Like, he's like, damn, she kind of cold.
I know her, so
Go ahead.
I know how what she's saying is definitely how she feels. I'm not saying that she's being, like, hard up just for the podcast. But
I don't think nothing wrong with being hard
she's
up.
very soft, as far as, like, when she's with someone.
Okay.
And when I say soft, I mean, like, in a sense where she's a woman. She's delicate, she's affectionate. She's, you know, everything that a woman should be. You know, she's not coming in like with wearing a man pants like, nigga, this is the fucking good. No, she's not like that.
Right.
I just think, you know, from her experiences, that's why she's answering the question like that. Because she can feel it, like she can relate to it. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't saying that to say you wrong for that, because as you should, everybody should learn from their mistakes. Fuck that. You ain't supposed to keep having this same way. But I think that's intriguing.
And
when somebody,
I think she is up for marriage.
You think she bluffing?
You think? She will get married.
I don't really see how can answer this. I don't see how somebody could be so affectionate and emotional and then not want that though.
The reason why
I'm not saying I don't want it. I'm just saying
that ain't your goal.
Yeah, no.
I got you. That's fair.
I'm not saying it's your goal, but I know that you're gonna get married one day because of how she loves. She loves very hard.
Okay.
So you have people out here who are looking for somebody to love them that hard, you know, and she will get that. I know she will.
Do you feel like I'm gonna ask like one or two more soft questions? We can turn it up a little bit, right? So, do you feel like your love can be matched? Your love for a man?
I don't know. I honestly,
1 to 10, how hard do you love when you love somebody?
I love 10 plus. 10.
Both of y'all?
10 plus.
Both of y'all?
We are like, when it comes to relationships and love, we are very much so alike.
Okay.
We don't believe in wasting time. We get right to the point. Look, what you want, this is what we doing.
Right.
We don't waste no time. We don't have time to be going through, you know, like, oh, we gotta wait this amount of time. Do this, you gotta wait this. No, like, when we like somebody we're interested in, we're fully invested.
True.
So we're alike in that sense, but I don't think it's anyone, honestly, that is going to be able to match my love just because of my experiences. The things that I went through, they probably didn't go through. You get what I'm saying?
Why you don't think they
So
did
they
it?
probably can't love me and make sure that they, you know, are, like secured with me.
So you think you're the only one that went through that? Whatever it is?
No, I'm not saying that, but I don't think that they can match the way I love. They probably.
But that's what you would want, right? You want somebody that will come as close as possible?
Yeah, but I don't think somebody's going. I think I'm always going to love a little harder, be a little bit more affectionate, be a little bit more consistent.
You know what? Somebody told me the other day that it's a relationship will not work if the man does not love the woman more.
That was my next question.
Yes.
I swear I was gonna wait till you answer.
And I thought about that. I'm like, damn, that makes sense.
True.
I didn't hear that.
But my father told me when I was growing up, he said, don't ever settle down with somebody that don't love you more. Like you, this is when I was a teenager. Like you more than you like them, because that's when you know that is when a woman like you more than you like them, that's when you know.
But men take advantage of that, and they take that for granted.
True, I agree.
They take it for granted, and some people abuse it.
I agree.
You know, they know that you love them. They
Absolutely.
know that you care about them. They know that you're sensitive about them. They know that you're emotional.
Right.
And
she's shaking her head.
And instead of doing what you're supposed to be doing, they abuse it because they feel like that you're always going to be there. Yeah. When they call, when they come around.
Why is that?
Like they
niggas,
feel like you're always going to be there.
Niggas.
To me, like I've had this conversation too, and niggas be like, I like it's because at the end of the day, like if you compare it, then it's like if somebody did so much for you or did this or did that, then it's like if you won't. But I've actually heard, and I'll be vulnerable for a second to be honest. With my parents, I remember that somebody told me that, because my father's a street nigga, but my mother's completely stay home, like work home, straight like family, street family, but that's always how she been. So one of my close female told me that, well, to my parents, was saying that, you know, my mother, back in the day, my mother didn't react a certain way when my father got arrested. And that kind of was like a red flag. But if you're not out of that space, you're not really going to typically know how to react to certain things. So it's not like somebody could say, she ain't shit because she ain't do this and do that when you got locked up. But if you're not from that era or that type of situation, you ain't gonna really know how to react in that. So it don't really mean that you don't love somebody that way, but it depends on the person. I feel like when you know a person, you know, but then like you said, you get blindsided by a lot of shit you think you know about a person.
And everybody loves different. Everybody, you know, show their love differently, like we said before, you know. And sometimes people don't know.
Sure.
Just because somebody's an adult don't necessarily mean that they know they're supposed to be there, you know, like your mother was supposed to be there when your dad went away. You know, so she probably just didn't know. She probably was scared. You know, it's a lot of different things. And I've been in a situation like that before. And sometimes, don't get me started on that locked-up thing. But sometimes...
You see me sipping nothing?
But sometimes, you know, a person just don't know. They just don't know that things that they're supposed to do. But that's why communication is so important. Because your dad, you know, could talk to her and could have said, hey, I want you to be here. You got to be here for me. You all I have, you know. Sure. And then she could have, her reaction then.
Yeah, it let you know. True.
Right,
I agree.
So that's why communication is important.
Yeah, and I agree 100%. Everybody love different. And it's all about, you know, when you get up in age, you learn what you're going to deal with, what you're not going to deal with, and what really stands for love and what's not. Because sometimes that word get thrown around real loosely.
It does.
It does.
But it hurt to really believe something, and then it don't be that though. To me,
it's very hurtful.
It's very hurtful.
It's extremely hurtful.
It really hurt. But then I'm the type of person, I ain't gonna lie, I reflect on stuff that I've done, and I'll be like, well, maybe this happened because of this and that. But then it's like, I wouldn't say karma, but I think like if you do stuff in a relationship and then like eventually people get tired of shit, but you can't tell them when they're going to get tired.
Right.
So when a girl turn up on me and be like on some other shit, and I be like, well, when the fuck this start?
Okay.
It happens, but I don't like that. I don't like that. I think at the age I am now, way more affectionate emotion that I am. Like I'm on some like, when I fuck with you, I'm fucking with you. Like I'm everything I wasn't when I wasn't on that. Like I said, I wasn't affectionate like all over you. Like I be that now. Okay. And it's to a fault sometimes, because even if it's somebody that ain't meant to be that close to you, like if I like something, cause I tend to like different stuff about different people. Like if a chick say something like rare, like I'm into such and such. Like if a chick say like I like gangster movies and shit, I'm gonna be turned on by that. I'm gonna be like, damn, cause I love gangster movies, but that's rare that you hear girls say that. Okay. So that'll turn me like, shit, well come on, we gonna watch some movies. This is the movie night.
And you gravitate towards her?
Yeah. But she might not be shit. So that's the thing. Like I might like something about you, and I fuck with you. I fuck with you, and I like that, and it's gonna turn me on. But she ain't the one to be turned on by. I gotta keep it
like
that
that with everybody.
Yeah. You're right, and I don't.
You can't. If I like gangster movies, you like gangster movies. You can't. Like, I'm not worthy of all your love and affection just yet.
No, I don't give it to him easy. Like I'm real.
Make them work for it.
One of my faults, of course, work for it, but one of my faults is I take too long with the whole process of relationships because
I'm too quick.
But is that a good or bad thing that you quit?
Both.
It's both.
Because
it's a gift and a curse.
You can deal with someone for 2 days. Or versus 2 months versus 2 years.
It's always
and the outcome may be the same.
I agree.
You know, it really can be. So that's why, and I believe like love at first sight and all that exists. You know, but no.
So you believe in that?
Mm-hmm.
She confusing me now. She hard up, yeah. She hard up.
I believe it, not just by not by seeing.
But
someone.
you think you can be like, yeah.
The energy, absolutely.
Yeah. So you into like vibrations and energy and all that.
Absolutely.
Shit. Yeah, I'm reading a book right now.
So don't be
about all that
confused.
shit. I got you. So you just, it's some leeway with you.
Yeah.
All right, so we gonna turn up a little bit. How y'all was on live.
Oh, shit.
A little bit. My first question for y'all, and I peeped this on y'all live, I don't think y'all got to it though. How do y'all feel about threesomes?
Never had one. Not having one. Don't care to have one.
Why not?
I don't want to share.
It's too much. Yeah, you don't want to share.
Much.
It's just too much.
Yeah.
It's just too much going on.
Yeah, I'm not into
Very
that.
awkward.
I never had a threesome. Don't intend to have one, and I'm okay with that.
No.
I'll take that.
Mm-mm.
So y'all haven't, y'all ain't willing to, but my other question to follow
If
up.
the guy wanted, he still can't get it. So just get it.
No, what I'm saying is if you were, because when I've had this conversation with people, one question, like, I never understood, but I get it now. Because I'm possessive. I am. I'm very possessive. When you to a fault. Like I really like when you fucking with me, I feel like no nothing. Like no, this is me and you, ain't no other. But
Right.
a lot of people feel like with threesomes, some people be like, I'm willing to do it with somebody I don't fuck with versus somebody I do fuck with.
I'm not
Because of the
willing to do it
feelings.
with neither. It's not happening.
We're just not even gonna work out if you ask me.
Yeah, if you ask me that will always be in the back of my head.
Yeah.
Like, that's something you want, and that's something that you're gonna do when I tell you no.
But that's
We're not gonna do
conversation
it.
though. Like if somebody asks you, you say no,
The
then
mere fact that you're interested in it will say a lot
Yeah,
about
why would you
the
ask
person
that?
to me.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But
That's you.
that's it don't hurt to ask. You don't know if you don't ask.
No, it doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, there would be a red flag. Like, okay, this is
That's what I'm
into.
saying. But what if a guy you would ask but you not with it and then it's shut down? Like it never happens. Cause you might ask him some shit that he ain't
Like
comfortable
she
with.
said, it was still in the back of my mind. I wouldn't bring it back up. Like,
Yeah.
oh well, what you think about? Like, I might wait some time and just bring it up. Like, so I remember me and you and I talked about this. You know, how you feel about it? You know?
Yeah. And if he changes tune, then you'll be comfortable. You
Yeah.
think he lying.
Yeah.
You think he lying?
No, I'm not gonna think he lying. I'm gonna take him. I'm taking his word.
Okay.
And sometimes, it's not what you say; it's how you say it.
Oh, I agree.
And if you say it in a sense like that's something you want,
I don't.
It's
Then
gonna
they
turn me
shouldn't.
off.
You shouldn't say that. If you fucking with somebody like that, I wouldn't say like that's what I want. But maybe hint to it. Maybe we watching something or something come up and like, well, what you think about this?
well, that's a turn off. So if my future husband is out there, he's gonna ask me about threesomes.
Don't
because
ask.
I'm gonna get turned off.
I put it on the table initially. I'll ask the guy, like, are you into this type of stuff? Kind of just see what his head is. I actually have done that, like, recently.
Mm-hmm.
Just to kind of
You
get out.
ain't get the answer you wanted.
No, it was okay.
So it's a fair way to answer that. So
It wasn't a requirement. It wasn't a big deal.
okay.
Yeah.
But it was something that I was interested in, and of course he would be with it.
Okay.
Mhm.
So what is your idea of good sex?
Oh, I love to talk.
Oh
Let's talk about everything.
So you like somebody to talk during sex?
Talk, yes. Grab on me and let me just like bite on you. Yes, like let's do it all. Like it don't have to be. It can be rough and then just slow it down a little bit.
Sure.
Yeah, but the sex literally has to be good. You gotta have a nice.
That's a deal breaker.
Little piece, absolutely.
Yeah, if you don't have good sex, it's not gonna work.
Hockey stick deal breaker.
Crazy.
What's your idea of it?
I think, honestly, when a person is willing to learn your body and like study
She's
your
so deep.
reactions,
She's so deep.
study your reactions
That's
on
how
certain
it's supposed
things.
to be though.
Yeah, study your
Yeah.
reactions on certain things that they do or that you do.
Yeah.
Like, okay, this is what she likes.
Yeah.
So I think when a person really studies your body and like they know
Know what to do.
everything,
Yeah.
and they just know what to do and your reaction, I think
Mhm.
that's really good sex. And I like to have sex with someone who is a pleaser. If you're not a pleaser, it's not gonna work.
That was my
Because
next
I'm a
question.
pleaser.
That was
Yeah.
my next question.
Yeah.
Same here. And if I don't have a connection, my body will react to that. If the sex won't be good.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
vibe
I have
is
to
right.
like connect with you in some sort of way,
Mhm.
or I will be trying to please myself. I'll be trying it's like we just don't match for real.
I got you.
Yeah, I don't like it.
So y'all ever had experience where you really liked the guy but the sex wasn't good?
Absolutely.
Yes.
How do you deal with it? Do you give them more than one try, or no?
You give more than one try.
You give them more than one try.
More than two?
You get to learn your body,
right?
You know,
a lot of women won't allow you to do that though, because I think that's
really into you.
Okay.
And it might be I'm vocal, so I'll be like, listen, babe, you gotta do this way.
Yeah. Awesome.
Has it ever hurted a man's feelings doing that though?
I wouldn't have known. He wouldn't have told me.
No.
Oh,
and if it hurts his feelings, he's definitely not. It's not going to be another try.
If he let you know that. No, not like that. But I'm saying like you might tell a nigga and he might get an attitude or some shit. You know how niggas don't like being told that they don't do something that they supposed to do good. Well, that's like if a nigga try to fix something in your house. Oh, you ain't fixed this right. Nigga ego might be. Well, who the fuck you?
You gotta be open to feedback.
I agree.
Just like if a man was to give me feedback and say, babe, you know, I'm gonna need you to do this way.
You open to it?
I'm open to it. I'm not gonna feel no type of way if he talks to me about it and he's respectful in how he says it to me. No, I'm not gonna feel no.
I think it is definitely it's a deal breaker though. If we can't get the sex together, then
I think after the second time, it's if you can't get it right, then after we had the conversation,
it becomes awkward.
And then I'm on to the next.
Okay, so two is that's reasonable. That's reasonable.
2 times.
Two is reasonable. Because I feel like some women will say like, nah, the first time bad ain't, but
no,
I don't think nobody's always gonna be the same way every time.
Because what if I have sex with you and I'm
that's what I'm saying.
Skunk, and you're like, oh my God.
You might not perform the way you know you can perform.
Right, I perform just like, I'm all over the place. I would want somebody to say, let me give her another try.
Yeah.
But you can tell though.
True.
Even if they don't do things perfectly the first time, you can usually tell, like, okay, he'll get better the second time.
I be trying. I think I'm a pleaser too, because I want to see what reactions.
Don't be trying to steal my shit.
No, I'm serious. If you would act, I'll let you talk first. If I am, because I definitely want to see what the reactions. If you like this and like that, then that's where we're going. But at the same time, when that happens, do you feel like repetitive sex is you don't like that, or
because like but you said the sex is the same way over and over again?
Because if you know, because like you saying, if you know, if a guy know what you like and he keep doing that because he know what you like, and it just be like, I know what you about to do. You gotta spice it up.
You gotta spice it up.
Try some different shit.
Yeah, you gotta try some different shit. Don't always have sex in the bed. Have sex in the car. Have sex in the restaurant. Just different.
In the restaurant.
In the bathroom. I mean,
wherever.
Just spice it up.
So y'all down with what's the craziest place y'all had sex at?
Oh my God. I won't say. I'll be in jail.
Well, they can't lock you up now. It's too late. I'll start off.
Okay.
I'm trying to think.
The movies is my favorite.
The movies?
I've done the movies. It works out. But I've had on the beach before, and I ain't like that. Because
the same.
It was it was a lot going on. It was dark as shit, but it was a lot. But like, how they be on the big 4-wheelers and they be rock? It was that. It was around Zoe weekend, around 2010. So people was out. People was out. But
I enjoyed sex on the beach, but that wasn't my most craziest place. I enjoyed sex on the beach.
I think it's very romantic.
And it was at night. It was lit.
See, what beach was it?
No,
I was saying, what state? What state?
Another.
All right, okay.
Oh, shit.
No, I'm saying, I'm with it, but that time, I was just like annoyed. And I was younger too, but I was annoyed.
Like, you was at Zoe weekend.
Yeah.
You had to go to like a private.
Yeah, for sure. But I say the beach, the movies, and on the highway.
I've had sex on the highway before, like pulled over. Yeah. Pull over. I had sex outside in the daytime. I went at the park, by a tree.
Under the tree.
By the tree.
By the tree.
You ain't answer.
I did. I thought I did.
Did she say something?
I think the most. Okay, I'll say that. I won't say the craziest place, but I think the most awkwardest, craziest place I had sex was on the top of a car. In the daytime.
Oh, wow.
That was very awkward.
That was very spontaneous.
I know, but I was scared that I was going to get a dent in my damn car.
Open, please?
Yeah.
Okay.
Outside in the daytime.
So back to the sex. How long is enough time for the sex? What's too long?
What's too long to wait?
No, I'm saying.
When you time frame?
Yeah.
What's too long? Too long for me is probably like hour. Hour and a half. It depends on the mood, though.
So a good. Go ahead.
I would say a good 45 minutes is good. 45 minutes is
good time.
A good time. You don't want to be sweaty. You don't want to be too tired. And I don't care how good your pussy is. That shit gonna get dry.
It's not.
After 45 minutes, that shit gonna get dry, and it's gonna tight.
What you do is okay.
I'm not putting all that stuff on my pussy.
This is what you got to consider when you have an orgasm. Are you stopping and then going and then keep going?
No,
are you done after the orgasm?
I'm not done after the orgasm.
Like I may not be done after the first orgasm, but number 2.
But I keep going. So yeah, that's an hour is good for me.
You're not gonna be able to perform at your best ability if you. After the second orgasm.
Yes, you can. It just takes a while for you to get
tired.
So it takes a lot out of you.
It takes a while for you to get back in the groove. Like that's just like oral sex. Once I can get oral sex and then I have an orgasm, and if the person keeps going, like initially it's like, oh my god, stop. It's like seems like they can't handle it. But after you relax a little bit and you start feeling it again, and next thing you know, you got another orgasm.
Right. But I think
right around the corner.
But I will say this too. It could be longer. I could say it just depends on what you're doing.
That's true.
True.
It depends on what you're doing. So if you start off with, foreplay that may last for about 10, 15 minutes, then you go on
like foreplay? Like
oral sex, for about, let's just say 20 minutes for you, 20 minutes for him. So we at about 50 minutes, right?
You
like foreplay?
Yeah, foreplay is cool. Foreplay is cool, so you're just not
it
just
should be a
shoving
necessity,
it in.
right?
Yeah, so you're just not, just going right into it.
Yeah.
And you feeling the vibe, like you say, that connection, you see there's chemistry there. So I think it just all depends on what you're doing. Now, if you're just having sex, no foreplay, no oral sex, and you just having intercourse, I think 45 minutes is definitely enough for me. I'm gonna need you to get up. I'm gonna need you to stop because I'm tired.
If I'm drunk, then not. Yeah.
If I'm drunk, it's all night.
Girl.
If I'm drunk, it's all night.
All night.
Because
Both you going all night.
I might be asleep.
You're gonna enjoy it more than I will. Because I'm just gonna be like, just doing it for fun.
Yeah.
So what about a Minute Man? You upset with a Minute Man?
What?
It's not
we
gonna
beefing?
work. It's not gonna work.
I would have an attitude. Yeah, no.
It's not gonna work.
You're not leaving me hanging.
You gotta get yours. So what if he bust quick, but he take care of you on the other end?
I'm good.
You need okay. All right, that's fair.
Yeah,
what about you?
Maybe.
You need that.
But after a while, it's like, okay, we're not gonna be able to do this all the time.
Yeah. So if it get repetitive, then it's
you got it.
Nothing can be repetitive.
So
sex. Everything has to change.
So your best head monster, are you able to take the head over sex? Say if he can't perform fucking wise,
I am.
But he got some head
over sex. But sometimes I do want penetration and it needs to be good.
Yeah,
okay.
but
I love oral sex, so yeah, I'm good with that.
So if you could choose, would you take sex or oral? If you had to choose.
All right, it's hard to answer that because with sex it's more intimate to me.
Okay.
So I like that. That's when the grabbing and the everything goes.
Okay.
Other than that, you just down there, you just got the hand on the head, and you making all that noise and shit. Like, what you probably let you shut the fuck up.
What'd you say, Giselle?
I don't know because I still want that intimacy.
Mm-hmm.
I still want a man. I want to feel like. You're in control, that dominant, effect. I mean, oral sex is good. It's great because a lot of men are not really good at oral sex.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are good at oral sex, that's a big plus, but you still have to, give me that intimacy that I want.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you said foreplay is a must. What you think?
Yeah,
I think so.
Based off I was waiting because based off your response and everything, I would assume that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So okay,
you alright?
I don't need foreplay to last but that long though. Cause after a while, I'm just like, let's
you ready to go?
10 minutes.
Huh?
10 minutes.
10 minutes together, not of each.
No, together.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Are you mad if a man doesn't come off of your head?
No.
Why would I get mad?
Because a lot of people feel like, why ain't he coming? Like, is he not this, or do he feel like somebody's better than mine, or is he not attracted to this?
I think everybody is different.
Yeah.
I think,
course.
Everybody is
It's
different. And I think a lot of times with sex, it's a mental thing. You don't know what's going on in a man's head. Is he in a good space? Is he stressed? Like what's going on in his life, how attracted he is to you, how attracted he is to you while you're doing that. Some people just like that. They don't care about anything else.
True.
but I wouldn't get mad because I know I have good.
Did it
feet.
make you? When I say get mad, I mean like, is it gonna make you want like, no, you need to like, I'm gonna try harder next time.
I don't mind asking questions.
No.
I don't mind because sometimes, like you said, you gotta get to learn a person.
Yeah.
Right.
But if it's something I feel like I'm not getting, I'm like, babe, tell me what I'm like.
Yeah,
let me know
okay.
something.
Right.
I'll ask
Yeah.
questions like before I sit there and keep trying.
Most of the time, I don't want you to come off of my head. I want to have sex.
But it's times that you just want to give head too, right?
No, I want to have sex.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they ain't never know. I want.
You have some girls who get off giving oral sex.
Yeah, not y'all.
No.
I need
get
the
all.
full.
Not only okay.
I need the
got
full effect.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
It's called sex.
you.
Like maybe if I'm on, maybe it's that time of the month.
Yeah.
That's something different, but I need all of it.
What about 69? Y'all like 69?
That's all.
It's okay. I'm not opposed to it, but
But ain't your
it's not too much I
forte.
won't do during sex. Let me just say that.
Okay.
But 69 is just not. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Like
How
it's like
about-
I'm trying to please you, trying to please me, and
Yeah, my ass and your
You gotta
ass.
do it.
I guess it's too.
Yeah.
One, a lot of times
you gotta
one
do it back.
stops.
You have to do it backwards.
Yeah.
But one
Your penis
time.
right on the slant. No.
But sometimes people say they don't like it because it takes their like if say
takes
the
away
nigga
from it.
yeah because if a nigga doing
it's
it
just
good
too much.
you might lose your focus on what you
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
doing. How y'all feel about recording sex? Is that something you like?
Only if it's with your man, and I say that because
You can trust it.
you can trust it,
That's fair.
right? And it should be on your phone, not his phone.
He can do that.
So,
He can do that. A man can do that.
I'm not
If it's
opposed to
your
it.
man,
I don't know. I
'Cause like
want
I
it on my phone.
I'm gonna let you
know.
answer. Don't forget your answer. I'm gonna let you say it because with me, like I said, I'm possessive. I'm not sharing none of that shit with nobody. Ain't nobody seeing my bitch. Period.
So things
At
happen,
all.
Things happen.
Thinking
and
negative.
the reason,
Thinking negative.
No,
I'm
we
thinking negative.
we see it all the time.
we see it all the time.
What
People
happened?
get mad. They post the videos. They post the pictures.
You gotta know
Or
what you're dealing with.
somebody may
You
get
never
a whole,
fully know who you're dealing with, especially when you deal with a hurt person, a person who
That's
Right.
true.
you never really know.
and then people get drunk. They leave their phone. Somebody
You
may
can
go
do
through
that
their
too, though.
phone. Anything. I'm a little bit more careful. Like I'm the type that's going to delete. I'm gonna send it to my email and delete it out my phone.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just not on my phone. So I don't even risk anything being exposed. So,
Okay.
yeah.
What's your answer? I cut you off.
Oh no, it's fine. It's fine. I'm not opposed to recording our sex. It would have to be someone who I
Trust.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But I couldn't guarantee that, But I'm so confident in that area, so because I'd be like, fuck it, it is what it is. I would be upset about it because I don't want my body and everything on social media.
True.
But it would be good.
True. I got you.
Yeah.
Damn. Which one was I on?
But I'm very careful too. I've never done it.
Okay.
I've never allowed anyone to do it. But
But
I
you're-
want to do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the right guy.
If you're right, whatever.
If you right. If you could choose any celebrity, sexual wise,
Ooh.
who would it be, male or female? Who would you take?
Sexual
My
wise?
answer is Rihanna. But for y'all to go,
Rihanna.
I love Rihanna.
I love Rihanna.
She's sexy.
I
She the
say,
definition
I've had
of
sex
sexy.
with Rihanna.
I would have to say Rihanna, and we don't like girls.
We can record that. It can be on our phone. Yeah.
But Rihanna would be the one.
Rihanna number one. I like Karrueche too a lot. And Cassie. I like Cassie too.
Neither.
I like
I'm
them.
good. No, they don't have no
Rihanna's
sex
exotic.
But
I love
Rihanna is.
Rihanna.
Yeah,
I love Rihanna.
All right, men. Who really men?
Men. I would. What's so crazy is I think if I was to have sex with a celebrity, I would want to
Can't
have
even
sex.
say who.
I would have. Listen, I would want to have sex with someone that I wouldn't probably take serious a date, just to see how it is.
Like a rapper.
Like a rapper.
Mm-hmm.
Name them. Cause that's the you talk about occupations. We talking about who it is.
I would probably. No, that would be boring if I had sex with Drake.
That would be boring. Oh my god.
That would be boring. I know you, Moneybag.
I was about to say that too.
You what?
I was about to say that too. I
said y'all had
throwing
playing
that
in the
shit
car.
out there. And you've been playing them since live. I seen it live in the car and you Moneybag.
She loved
I I do, but to be honest, I just like him. I like his music, but I don't think I want to have sex with him. I probably even flirt and all that, but he would not be a person I would want to have sex with.
Mm-hmm. I would say Chris Brown. He seems crazy.
His sex is amazing, and I ain't even had sex with him.
He seemed crazy.
How you know?
I said I didn't. You can tell.
You can
tell.
Like he just looked like he's just very intimate, very like he's just whatever. So I would say Chris Brown without the drugs.
You're definitely a drug head now.
Without the drugs.
I haven't. You want to pass me on that one? I don't know.
We'll take the woman one. Do looks matter when it comes to a guy? That's number one.
Looks and hygiene.
Yeah.
So if a guy approach you, you gotta look good first, even if you got the game.
And when we say look good, I mean you don't have to be no pretty boy, but you have to be,
well kept,
somewhat easy on the eyes. I don't want nobody to look as pretty as me, but I would want somebody, that's well kept. They care about their appearance, whether it's their grooming, their hygiene, the way that they dress.
True.
Yeah.
So what gets you first, the swag or the physical? Like his face gotta be what you like, or his swag, dressing.
His whole swag, I think it's the swag. Yeah.
Same. Okay.
What about you?
Of course I like the physical first. I like the face first and the body second, but I like swag. Like I think if you looks wise, I'm trying to word this the right way, but if you're not the prettiest or cutest, if you can put that shit on, that's a turn on. But of course, I'm gonna go for looks first. Like if you got a good face versus that, or a good face versus body, I think I'm gonna take the face.
You like makeup and stuff?
I don't prefer that, but I'm not against that.
Okay.
I'm not against it. If you look how you look with that shit off, of course, then I'm with it. But
no one looks like that. You mean think she looks pretty?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because if you look pretty only with makeup, but when you got it off,
natural.
Yeah, you give me natural, and that's just how you look. Period. Like you pretty without it and with it, then that's a 10. But
okay,
shit, it's pretty girls that I feel like pretty with was I don't like them with the makeup on. They better with it out.
Right.
I like that. So we coming to a closing on this. If y'all are willing to do this, we should definitely do a part 2. What's y'all signs?
I'm Aries.
I'm an Aquarius.
Okay, I'm a Taurus.
What is that?
I'm a Taurus. We did an astrology episode. We did an astrology episode, and they got a lot to do with the relationship stuff. So we gonna do a part 2 of that. If y'all wanted to, we do a part 2 of this. Okay. I enjoyed this. I hope y'all did too. Yeah. And we'll continue and probably bring some more people in with that, so we can have a group type of thing.
Sounds good. Thanks for having us.
So are y'all gonna do the live again or no? Is it done?
No, we're gonna do the live again.
Can we pick a title right now?
What's the title gonna be?
Just stay tuned.
Yeah, we're gonna have to think about that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, tell people where they can find y'all on social media.
So you can find me at mother.bella on Instagram, and I'm also an esthetician. You can find me at Chenova Aesthetics for skincare.
Okay.
You can find me at Giselle Michelle. Do I have a dot? No, just Giselle Michelle.
Giselle Michelle. Are you accepting people right now while this going on?
I am.
Okay. All right. Well, y'all hearing this.
I am, but I'm very selective.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you should be.
Yeah.
I'm with positive energy.
All right. We closing out We Need Answers podcast.